Robert here. Welcome to Red Dragon Model Works. It's just a start video, so to speak, for my entry into the community, a 2014 community box stock build. Now, in a previous video, I had shown you all that I was going to do this kit here, and I was going to prop one of these, but I was leaning towards doing this one here because I really dug the way those tires look, but I also like the way you could do this here, you know. But I've since changed my mind. I had I really want to wire that motor up, and being a box stock build, you can't do that. There's other things I want to do, like maybe get some aftermarket fatter tires and stuff. But so I shelved that one, put that off to the side, and then I picked up this one. Well, I've had it for a while. Well, about a week or so. And then I did the same thing. I started looking here, and I thought, you know what, I want to put some aftermarket tires on this. Put that off to the side. So I went into the small stash I got here. I've got maybe about 3 or 4 cars in there. I got other things to do, but I wanted this to be a car. So I dug this one up. Now this is I picked this one up a while ago. It's the Revell KS Pittman Willys Coupe. And I figured I'd do this one. So let me lower this a little bit so you guys can see where I'm at with this. Let me bring this down, and there we go. So I want to show you guys that this has not been done or opened or in any way tampered with. Excuse me, I gotta plug in my laptop here. I forgot to do that. There we go. So, as you can see, the body's still in its wrapping. Now, let me move in a little bit closer because I want to show you guys something here. It's really nice, guys. Here, let me raise that up just here. It's a really nice. You know, there's not a lot of defects on it. As a matter of fact, very, very little. There's a small little, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a tiny little scratch right there, but that can be sanded out. I think, like here, you got these hard lines here. I'm going to mold those down, you know, sand those smooth, so it's all smooth. Same thing up here, you know, sand those smooth. There's a ridge right across here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get that. Come on. There it is. You can see that little ridge there, right across here. And that I'll sand down, so it's nice and smooth. Also, let me get something to point. Back here, if I can get it, I can't see what I'm here. Let me move this camera, guys. If you'll excuse me, I got this on sitting on top of the laptop, and it's not helping me much. There we go. Oh, let's try that again. Right here, come on, focus for me. Let me try that again. There it is. Right there. You can hear it? There's a little, right there. There's a little mold line there. And that's going to have to be sanded down. There's also a very slight one right here on that side. And then right around here, where the tail lights are, there's also a little bit of a goober here and there, but that's no biggie. That can all be sanded down. This is pretty cool. The only thing if you turn this around, there's not a lot of obvious. I mean, the ejector pin marks are there, but those can be, they're in spots where you can't see it because it's up against the white, and my camera's acting, you know, yellow school bushes right now. But there's a right there and right there. There's 2 more up underneath here, but this is what I wanted to direct your attention to. I'm on right there. The hood is held in by these 2 little tabs, and then you gotta squeeze in order to get it out. So I think what I'm going to do with this is shave those down. Leave the tabs, but shave those down so it just somewhat, not a lot, so it just slides in there, so it doesn't have, you don't have to squeeze so hard to get it in and out of there, because as you can see, I can foresee some problems later on with the paint. Once you paint this and you try to get that bonnet off, that hood off, I can see problems later on. You know, maybe scratching the paint, or by squeezing this back and forth, you know, with time. Hopefully you don't mess with it too much. But anyway, it looks like, I'll look through the right here. It's the only, you can bare metal foil this, and I think I just might do that. And then right here, it looks like there's a small little hole there where it looks like you have a little piece that goes in there for the handle. So we'll take a look at that in a second. So there's that. Let me move that off to the side. Now I've already opened these to take a look at it. And here's your motor. Simple, straightforward, not a lot of, let me back up a little bit. Right there. There's not a lot of flash, not a lot of detail, but that's okay because you're not having to worry too much about detailing this one up. You know, so it doesn't look too bad. Come on. There it is. So it don't look too bad. Here is the chassis. Looks pretty good. Straightforward. Radiator. It's got some nice little detail to it. Your springs. Down here. You have your shocks here. This looks like maybe it might be the part for the roll cage. Steering linkages here. Your differential. Everything's here. So this is getting ready to get put into a bath so I can get started on it today. Then we have right here, give me a second, we have, oh, I didn't take this out. Okay, might as well open it because it's got to get washed anyway. You got your little tail lights there. There's your seat. It's got some nice rich detail in it. Your steering wheel, pretty cool because there's not there isn't any flash on it, so minimal, very minimal, just a light sanding. Your dashboard, which is cool because again there's no flash on inside the little holes there, which is cool. This looks like part of the back. Your floorboards. This look like they might either be the floorboards or the doors. I think those are the doors. Anyway, those are, looks like the doors right here. So there's that. Now, again, this one's going to be a straightforward shot. It doesn't look like it's a hard kit to. Oh, here's the tires. Sorry about that. I already took those out. They got some nice detail on them. You can see them. Nice tread. One side is plain. Well, they're both plain on both sides. So, right there. Slicks, of course. There's a seam there. And you could see right here where they were cut off the tree. So that's all going to have to be cleaned up. Smooth on one end, and it says Race Master. I can get that to focus there. Right there. Race Master on the other side. There you go. I like these because they're solid. They're not hollow on the inside. You know, they're all solid. So these are nice. And here are your chrome bits. Oh, something fell off of there. Looks like a piece of chrome. I'll have to take a look at that later. Find out where that came from. But here's your shifter here. Your rims look really nice. The chrome looks really good on this. So I don't know if I'm gonna all clad this or stick with this. We'll see. Here's your manifolds. I don't know what this is, but I'll figure it out. So yeah, there's that. And then you have another set here for the engine parts. It's most of the rest of your engine pieces, which is right here. Your little scoop there. Your air scoop right there. Your intake. Your manifolds. Manifold covers. Come on, damn it. What's wrong with my camera today? But anyway, there's your manifold covers. There we go. Nice and easy. If I go slow, it'll. These right here look like the door handles. Right there. Yeah, this is exactly what they are. This piece right here, it's a nice and thick. I'll just probably paint over that. Paint it black. I like this part right here. You got your little foot peg there for your accelerator. Yeah, it's just a nice little kit. Now this piece here I'm not going to use. And I'll show you guys in a minute. That's the grill. And I won't use that because this kit comes, as most of you guys that have done this know, it's got a photo edge grill. And you'll forgive me if I won't take it out because I don't want to lose it. There's your photo edge grill. Nice little grill. And then, last but not least, and you guys will forgive me for not pulling these out because I got a bad habit of breaking them and scratching them. There's your glass pieces. So, let me put this back here where it was. Bring that back up. So you can see my ugly mug. There we go. So, that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to end up doing this one. Excuse me. This here. The Willis Drag Coupe. The Drag Coupe. It's a nice little kit. Now, I don't think I'm going to add any color to this. I'm going to try to weather this up. I'm going to use some black, but I'm also going to use some of this. If I can get this shaken up. Some Israeli sand. Some of this German red brown, and some black. And I think what I'll do is I'll have different tones of it, like here on the fenders, back up in here, a little bit on the door, right up in here where you see a little wear and tear from the sun. The base coat will be black, but then you'll have some of this in there. I'm going to try it and see how it works out. So I'm going to weather it up to look like a, you know, they weren't worried about they're in transition right now, cleaning it up. So that's what I'm going to do. It's not going to be a shiny ride. It's just going to be a nice little drag car. Take it to the stockyards and just open it wide open. So, I have a few other things I'd like to show you guys, but I'm not going to do it today. I picked up a couple other kits. This is one of them. I picked this up at the iHobby show. I got this for like $8. That was the only kit I actually picked up. Most of the stuff I got was, you know, things that, for the little guy, you know, my grandson. You know, the basement monitor, Balthazar, and we volunteered at the Make It Take It table at the iHobby convention. Now, I wanted to do a video on it, but, you know, you're busy helping the kids out. There was no time to do that. I also picked up 3 sets of these. These Vallejo pigments. This one is the Snow, Soot, Ashes, and Industrial Grime. There's 4 bottles in there. This one is the Rust and Oil. The Rust and Oil. And then this one is the Stone and Cement and City. I got all 3 of these for 30 bucks. The people at Vallejo, they had their table there, and they gave me these. There's some new pigments that they're coming out with, new paints. I believe there's 4 sets of these, but she only had 2. And then I was asking her about them, and she says, "Go ahead, take them." So she gave them to me. Really nice lady, you know. So they gave me these. These are airbrushed, really nice. They're like here's metallic blue, metallic yellow, silver, metallic red, metallic black, and then you have these violets, these real bright colors. So these are metallics, and these are gray. These will work good with figures. Also, got a new airbrush. Picked up, I got a couple of these enamel markers. These testers enamel markers. I got a couple boxes of those. It wasn't really, you know, the vendors there, they weren't really giving any deals, you know. I got some game color paints, another airbrush. I got a, right here, an Iwata Eclipse HPCS. Got another airbrush. So you can see here, I got my collection of airbrushes right there. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of them there. Some brushes, just some odds and ends here and there. But I'll have some more on that later, guys. I'm getting ready to wash this up, get this in a bath, lay some primer down on this guy. Hopefully get this done for the weekend. And I got an article I need to finish up for Aaron for the Modeling Misfits magazine. If I don't get that done, that editor there's gonna. So anyway, man, that was my weekend. That's what I did. I'll have some more in-depth stuff on some of this stuff. I'll give you a product review on that paint. We all know how the Vallejo pigments work, but I'll give you a product review on those paints. See how they work, man. I did a couple of test shots with them, and they work nice so far that I know. I'm also, the other thing I got to finish is I got to put the tiger stripes on this guy. This is that dust tactic, and I just laid down a quick base coat. I put some future on that just so I can start with the tiger stripes and then the weathering and all that other stuff. So I got my hands full. The dragon needs to be done too. I got some, now I got my badger paints there, so I'll get ready to do my dragon. So that's my update for today, guys. I hope your weekend was good. I hope it was safe. I hope it was productive. I hope the coming week is good to you. If there's anything you know, questions you have, would be, you know, leave them down there. Tune in on Saturdays for our Styrene Syndicate show, and then afterwards we have the hangout, you know, the Sons of Styrene hangout. I'm also thinking about, and I'm trying to figure out a format with Aaron Newlands on how we're going to do the show for. It'll be maybe twice a month for the Styrene Brotherhood. So that's another one, and that's more for will be like live bills and things like that there. So we'll get around to that, and we'll discuss that in a little bit. So you guys have a good one, man. I hope this finds you guys all safe, happy, and hey, let's get down, man. I can't wait to see what some of the guys do with their box stock bills, man. I'm pretty excited. So until we talk again, man, it's the Red Dragon saying, peace, man. Enjoy your families, be good to them, love your children, man, and brothers and sisters. Build a damn model, people. Build a damn model.